Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Ankur R. Gupta from She Squad Rising Stars. Today, we have with us Dr. Ashalata Kumar, a forensic odontologist, and with her, we are going to discuss how dental evidences play a very crucial role in crime investigations. Dr. Ashalata, welcome to She Squad Rising Star. Please tell our audience a bit more about yourself.
Hi viewers and hi Mrs. Ankur. Myself Dr. Ashalata Kumar. I born and brought up in Tirupati and I graduated my BDS from Government Dental College, which is in Ballari. Then I pursued my master's in Forensic Odontology, which is also called as Forensic Dentistry from Gujarat. Okay. Today, I am very much honored to be here as a part of your podcast, and I would love to share all my thoughts and details which all I knew about the forensic field as my profession.
Okay, perfect. Before we start, Doctor, I had spoken to you earlier. You also pursue a Mandela art. So just tell a little bit more about it, like a forensic
Yeah.
expert to the artist, how it is.
During my leisure time, I used to do arts and crafts since my childhood, where I adopted preparing mandalas actually, which one
Okay.
of among that is dot mandala. I
Okay.
have made so many mandala artworks. I can show you one among
Yeah,
those
yeah,
piece
please,
actually.
please. Yeah.
This is one of the art piece of
Oh, this
16
is beautiful.
inches.
Beautiful. Yes.
And I made so many artworks on the order basis. One
Hmm.
among the art pieces is Delhi Police art. It was 42 inches artwork. I have made it and I placed it in the Dwarka district DCP office. So
Okay.
it's amazing piece.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful, doctor. So we'll start talking about forensic science, doctor. To begin with, when at the crime scene, when the police actually, protect the scene, then the forensic team comes. So what is the role of forensic team in the crime scene? What samples and collections do they do?
Sure. Actually, the forensic team, the job itself is collecting the samples and preserving those exhibits to be
Okay.
more careful and the precise manner so that it won't be disturbed with unnecessary samples. So
Okay.
what we do is like just preserving and collecting, and then we'll study each and every piece of the evidence which we collect in the crime scene. It could
Okay.
be a fingerprint, or it could be a blood stain, or it could be any bite marks as a part of odontology. I can talk, or it could be
Okay.
part of weapon or bullet from the gun. It can be anything.
Okay.
And then in India, especially, we support the police and court by giving scientific proof which connects the victim and the scene of crime.
Okay. So these evidences are the one which court takes into consideration.
Yeah.
So, coming to now your field, you're a forensic odontologist. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it nicely
No,
because
you're doing very well.
okay, fine. So, just tell us. I think Dr. Asha, now let's coming to your work. How do you, when you visit the crime scene as an odontologist, I'm pronouncing it again wrong. Sorry about it. So, just tell us how do you go about in the crime scene? What exactly is your role?
As a professional forensic odontology, we generally try to collect the samples which belongs to your oral cavity. That is nothing but teeth, bite marks, any saliva samples, or
Okay.
any lip prints from the glasses. These are the samples which we try to collect from the crime scene. As example, I can say that the more disasters where it happens, right? Like some kind of mass disasters, like where building collapse or air crashes or train accidents, where
Okay.
the mass population is there.
Okay.
There also odontology will take a part. And one more thing, even people may ask that how come only the mass disasters? Why not with the single individuals? Yes, we can do.
Okay.
Dental impressions will be taking or dental fillings, which people usually undergoes, right? So we
Okay.
call them post-mortem and ante-mortem reports. We collect
Okay.
post-mortem reports from the dead bodies and we
Okay.
compare those with the ante-mortem reports of the same person, where only person we knew, but we have to correlate and should give a correct result. And fillings will help with it. Yes.
That's quite number of information. So, in particular, I want to discuss with you Nirbhaya case, which has shaken the entire world, and it was a very sad
That's
incident which has happened. And in this particular case, I was reading an article that forensic odontology played a very crucial role in recognizing the culprits that the police had caught.
That's true because in 2012, when the Nirbhaya case has been taken up, they was clueless. Many people were arguing that the culprits who were people already caught, they were saying with some political power, no, they are not the culprits and all. But at
Mm-hmm.
the, finally, we got them caught just with one bite mark over the victim's body.
Okay,
That
okay,
bite mark actually suited, matlab it was matched with the culprit who was been already caught.
okay,
So what happens is every individual having unique pattern of bite mark. Like
okay,
our teeth arrangement is unique, just like our fingerprint, our lip prints, our teeth alignment are also unique. It
okay.
cannot be same for two different individuals.
Oh, that's
So
a
with that
very
bite
new
mark,
information you
yes,
have told me. Like
yeah.
fingerprints, even the teeth alignments are different. Please
Yeah.
go ahead. Please
So
go.
when the bite mark happen over our body, we'll be
Yes,
having a indentations. You might have seen some small children bite over our hand or something. We can see those bite marks, right?
yes, true,
We
true.
usually photograph it, or we can make it a cast also,
Right.
and we compare with the suspect's bite marks. There it will be matched.
Okay,
Then we can identify the individual
okay.
easily. Same thing happened in Nirbhaya case as well.
So there were multiple bite marks. That's why one or two people like
Yeah.
this is how it went.
Yes.
Now coming to where you do not get a proper form of body, where the bodies are either in form of skeletons or they are decomposed bodies. Now, how do you help in crime investigation in such kind of cases?
For example, we can take a good case for this Mangalore air crash or presently is Ahmedabad air crash.
Okay, yes.
Mangalore air
Yeah.
crash which occurred in 2010. Then
Yes.
later on recently in this year on June 12th
Mm-hmm.
it happened Ahmedabad air crash. So
Yes,
we usually get dead bodies in a charred form like which is burnt completely. So we
absolutely.
may not be able to identify the person.
Okay,
Even the
okay.
tattoos won't be visible, faces won't be visible. But the
The
dental
fingerprints are
remains.
gone,
We call them.
everything.
It's not that
Mm-hmm.
easy.
Mm-hmm.
When a group of bodies are there, almost
Okay,
200 to 50 bodies will be there. It's
true.
very difficult for us to identify each and individual within fast time, right? So they'll
Okay.
segregate the cases according to the age. So from the tooth, we can separate the age of the person, and we can generate the gender also, determine gender as well. So in that way we can segregate and then they'll go for the deeper DNA studies where we can match those bodies with the family DNA where they'll collect and they'll
Okay.
match then they'll hand out this like yes this remnants or belongs to your family. In that way they'll clear the cases.
Oh, so you
And
mean
because they'll match then they'll hand out this like yes this remnants or belongs to your family. In that way they'll clear the cases.
oh, so you
And
mean to
because
say,
dental.
yeah, you
Mhm.
mean to say through the dental, through the teeth, you're able to analyze the gender and the age of the person.
Age, yeah.
Okay. And on the basis of that, then the DNA things proceed. So
It's
do you
easy for us to segregate first those bodies, then we can go for the deeper studies like a DNA sampling and all. Then we can match it with the family DNAs. We can close
right?
out the cases.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so in such kind of cases, especially the accidents and crashes, this you are playing a very vital role in
Yeah.
further getting the investigation done. So, because why I'm asking that is because we know about forensic experts, we have seen it in CIDs and we have seen it, like forensic files where, like I'm sure it must be dramatized. You're the right person to tell. But they say ki forensic team is coming to the crime scene now and we see them collecting the sampling. But when it comes to true forensic team, true when you go to the crime scene, how realistic it is compared to the real life.
It is not just like a 1 hour show. It takes a lot of
Yes.
time for us.
Yeah.
Okay, whereas in real forensics, when we work, it's really slow and detailed and which requires teamwork exactly. Unlike TV shows where it's just case that finish within 1 hour or like a 2 hour shows actually.
Uh-huh.
But here it takes weeks to months at the laboratories to prepare reports actually. But the excitement they complete is real.
It's the same
Okay,
thing.
yeah, it's
Okay,
excitement is
wonderful.
really real because we are solving the puzzles actually with patience and not
Uh-huh.
chasing criminals like in the films actually. We don't chase a criminals over here, but
Okay.
then only we play with the exhibits. We call them as with
Okay.
exhibits we play and we try to clear those puzzles and then
Uh-huh.
we try to give a closure.
So, how do the whole team works? I mean, the team is divided. Like you take care of the teeth part. So another person must be taking about the internal organs. So, could you just tell us who are the team members? Like, what are they called? Like, you are internetologist. What are other people?
No, there are many things in forensic field. We have
Actually,
general forensic science is one thing where people we can try to work on every department. But as you ask me a question like different teams. So
mm-hmm.
as me, I'm a forensic odontologist, some
Mm-hmm.
biologist. So
Hmm.
all the biological samples and like it
Okay.
includes saliva, it includes blood, semen, urine, everything and all.
Okay.
Okay. There is a forensic chemistry also where people comes with chemical recordings like where acid attacks can happen, where the
Okay.
paints or something different like that. Or ballistics is where they do about guns, weapons like this.
Okay.
Because if you see in Delhi, nearer places like where they get it, pistols very cheaper, just 1,000 rupees they'll get a gun. Yeah.
Huh.
So but it's very difficult for us to trace. They are not licensed, right? For
Hmm.
licensed guns, okay, it's easy for us from where it got manufactured. For unlicensed, it's very difficult.
Okay.
But with the ballistic people, we they are able to do it. It's like they can match whether the bullet came from the same gun or not. So that's how it goes on. So there are multiple
Yeah,
fingerprints are
so
there,
it's the whole
documentations.
set of village which is included in this investigation. It's just not one particular team. This is what
Yeah,
I'm
no, no,
getting
no, no,
from you.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, Dr. Asha, let's come to another form of a crime scene where you feel that there have been tampering in the evidences or it has been
Yeah.
created fakely. So, just tell us, our audience, through one of your case where you had seen.
Definitely. First of all, tampering a crime scene means people many they don't know. What happens is the crime, if there is some crime is occurred,
Uh-huh.
but the evidences which is available over there, it could be wrongly arranged by the suspects or wrongly arranged by the crime who have done, the criminal we could say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or they could have tried to erase those evidences from the crime scene.
Okay.
Okay. I can give you one best example, like one of my case where the husband being murdered by his
Okay.
own friend
Okay.
because the wife and that friend having extramarital affair.
Okay.
So the husband got to know about it and he started questioning her.
Okay.
So she planned to murder him by joining with a friend
Okay.
of husband. So
Okay.
she made a plan and she moved to her brother's home with her sons. So
Okay.
the same day night, the husband and the friend they both had some small party kind of in his own home
Okay.
where the person, the third person, killed him. Like he stabbed him very brutally. But the husband, he tried to fight. He tried to oppose some forces and all. He
Mm-hmm.
used it, but still he got stabbed very
Mm-hmm.
badly. It was happened.
Okay.
And the case, how we got to know all these details is like when we went initially, it was made up like some theft, some robbery has happened. Some robbers entered the home at the night.
Okay.
They tried to
Okay.
rob from the home. So the person was trying to fight with them, and they killed him. The scene was read like that
So this is
because
what
the
the
one
wife
who,
told you. This part
yeah.
of her story. It has been there has been a
Yes, yes,
robber.
yes, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Please go ahead.
Initially, when we
Yeah.
went, the wife and the kids were there.
Okay.
She told us somebody came to our home, they robbed my home and they killed my husband also. मेरे पति को मार दिया. When we see the scene also, it was like they have removed all the clothing, everything from the wardrobe and they thrown out.
Okay. Okay.
So wardrobes were kept open. So
Right.
it
Right.
was made like robbery occurred. So because robbers, whenever they come, they try to rob gold, jewels, some cash from the cupboards, right,
Yes.
from
True. True.
wardrobes. And how did we got like we tried to find out the fingerprints. Okay, what were the robber came, who were come on? So who is the culprit for that? We need to find out
Mm-hmm.
fingerprints from the cupboards with the surface we get it.
Okay.
So there
Okay.
we found the fingerprints actually. With the blood stains also they were a fingerprint. We got a
Okay.
stabbed knife as well. So
Oh.
these all we have collected. Yeah. Even
Okay.
in the wall, everywhere also the blood splatter was there. And it was not like this with the robbery with the fingerprints we got it. So it was clearly understood it's a murder and then they tampered the case into a robbery kind of thing. So
Okay.
with
Okay.
the proper deeper investigation, Yes.
That's quite interesting, Dr. Asha. No doubt you're saying ki, yeah, the role of a forensic person is as exciting as what we get to see in the real life.
Definitely, it's really
Yes,
too much exciting.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm talking to you and I'm feeling thrilled. I'm just visualizing how you went to that crime scene and what the wife told you and how you started. A pretty exciting thing. But there is one particular case I wanted to ask you, Aarushi murder case, where we heard that the forensic experts were not able to collect the enough evidences. So we
Yeah.
know what it is, but I would like to hear it from you. What exactly went wrong there?
Actually, in Aarushi murder case, the specimens were not been secured before the crime scene investigated by the officers. If unknown people, if the much number of people try to enter the room or enter the
Oh,
crime scene,
true.
definitely evidences get disturbed. We can say it's not like they failed; it's a disturbed.
Right.
Usually we call it as like contamination. We say right, because contaminated.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
where the entire team got been from, they become what we call, I could say failure only, no other word for that. So
Uh-huh.
it was happened because if on time the forensic team would have been reached the site, scene of
Uh-huh.
crime. Definitely
Okay.
they would have collected some. There were beautiful fingerprints were there over the wall. I think many, the whole India have seen the movies of that, right? It was
Yes,
there
even
released.
I saw
So
it.
where they
Yeah, true.
missed it, they missed taking collecting a fingerprints from the wall. Where the
Yes.
same day night it was raining, so all the
Okay.
bloodstained fingerprints been washed away. It could be narrative, but still we need to
So you were
accept
not,
that
the
because
team
of
was not able to get the concrete evidences. That's why this
yes,
case is still
yes.
very much pending.
Or 17 to 18 years
17
now.
years. This case is a living proof how important the role of forensic team is in getting the evidences and getting
Yeah,
this case solved. I mean, very vital role the team has to play in it. Okay.
definitely we have to be there.
Yes, you have to be there. So, for all our young viewers, who are excited to be part of the forensic team, so after 12th, what exams and courses they should go if they want to make it as a career?
Yeah, if for the general forensics, if they want to do, they can do a BSc Science. Then they
Okay.
can pursue Masters in Forensic Sciences from GFSU. Like now it's called as NFSU, which is called
Okay.
National
Uh,
Forensic Sciences University. It's in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And the
okay.
same university having multiple campuses in Delhi, Goa, Guwahati, and some
Okay.
other, in Chennai as well. There are many
Okay.
places in across our country.
So there are
If a
entrance
person is
exams for
really,
it.
yes, there are entrance exams which occurs in the month of mid of the year or again in the end of the year. Again, there are two
Right.
batches
Right.
could be
Right.
depending on the course which they are interested in. Because the
Okay.
university almost conducts more than 60 plus courses only in the field of forensics,
Mm-hmm.
like forensic nanotechnology, forensic biochemistry, like multiple things are there.
Right.
If
Right.
the person is interested in teeth as well or in
Mm-hmm.
the odontology part, then they should pursue BDS compulsory. And then they
Okay.
should go for the forensic odontology in MSc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, Dr. Asha, what one message you would like to give to our young listeners?
As a forensic odontologist, it's always about serving justice through science, that's all, nothing much. We just have to be more patient, should be
Yeah.
curious, and should be ethical, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you're passionate about both dentistry and law, this is really a beautiful platform for
Yes.
us to pursue as a dentistry and pursue as well to the law side, and we can make a difference in society as well.
Very true. And I'm sure after this podcast, lots of young listeners will be excited to join this field because I'm very thrilled talking to you, Dr. Asha.
It's
Thank
not
you.
only about people
Yeah.
as a dentist means they know only teeth and all, but
Teeth
our
and all.
lips,
Yes.
we call them
Yes.
as kiloscopy. It's called lip
Okay.
prints. So there are multiple things we have
Multiple
just in
things.
this one oral cavity part.
So anything which is related to the mouth, the lips part, the
Yes,
dentures, the
yes.
alignments, everything comes into that.
Everything comes in part.
Perfect. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Asha, for sharing such an insightful information. I mean, lots of things even I came to know first time. So on behalf of my She Squad team, I would like to thank you again for being our guest. It's been a beautiful session with you.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak to all of you and your viewers as well. I would like to congratulate your people and who started this
Thank you.
sheeting. Especially, I got to know you through Pratima. Thank you to Pratima as well.
Yes.
And I would love to share my experiences whenever is required for you. Thank you once again. All the best.
Thank you so much.